Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Veda Bhavitinamine Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Veda Bhavitinamine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Please tell loudly Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please tell loudly, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. I pay my obeisances unto the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada. I also express all my gratitude and make many prayers to Srila Prabhupada for giving all of us the golden opportunity to go back to Godhead. All go to Srila Prabhupada for his wonderful devotional services to Srimati Radharani and Lord Gopinath. Please tell loudly, please. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 We are doing Bhagavath Katha, which is of 12 cantos. We are the first canto, 5th chapter. In the earlier chapters, Sri Vyasa Bhagavan, he was narrating about the glories of the God. And at the in the chapter 4, he felt that in the Kali Yuga time, we will be less intelligent. We will be less intelligent to understand. He should put it in a simple way. When he was thinking like that, Narada Maharshi appears there, who is also an incarnation of God. So he gives him advices. While doing that one, he tells about his previous birth. And while doing that, you can all sit down and have darshan. You can continue this thing and you can have sit and darshan whatever time you have. So he is telling about his previous birth. Previous birth when not in this creation, in the earlier creation. In this creation he is the Manasa Putra of Chaturmukha Brahma. So in the previous creation, he was the servant of a maid. Like maids work in our homes. He was the son of a maid and he used to go along with his mother to the workplace where she was working with sages. At that time there was no untouchability. This is talking about previous creation, not present creation. This untouchability came only 500 years ago when Britishers wanted to rule over us. So like that, I shall now in the 51st, 50th verse today, I shall repeat the verse slowly. Please repeat with me 3 times. Thereafter I will do the narration of this verse. Yada atra. Please tell loudly. Yada atra. Kriyate karma. Bhagavat. Paritoshanam. Nanam. Yattad. Adinam hi. Bhakti yoga. Samanvitam. Yadi yatra. Kriyate karma Bhagavat Paritoshanam Jnanam Yattad Adinam Hi Bhakti Yoga Samanvitam Yadi Yatra Kriyate Karma Bhagavat Paritoshanam Jnanam Yattad Adinam Hi Bhakti Yoga Samanvitam Yadi yatra kriyate karma bhagavat paritoshanam jnanam yattad adinam hi bhakti yoga samanvitam. The word to word meaning of this verse is yet means whatever. Atra, in this life or world. Kriyate, does perform. Karma, work. Bhagavat, unto the personality of God. Paritoshanam, satisfaction of. Jnanam, knowledge. Yettat, what is so called Adinam, dependent. He certainly Bhakti Yoga, devotional, samanvitam, dovetailed with Bhakti Yoga. Whatever work is done here in this life, you can go to college, you go to your workplace, wherever you go, whatever you, for the satisfaction of the mission of Lord, because He has sent us here for doing service to all living beings, not just human beings, not all human beings. Because when we make our food, we can, because we are human beings, we have intelligence, we have legs and work, legs and hands, we can do it. Whereas the animals, they can't do. So whatever we cook food, we need to share with them also. We can feed cows also. For cows, you need not cook anything. You have to put only raw. Cooked food only is meant for human beings, not for animals and cows particularly. Liver will get spoiled. So you need to give like fruits, banana, watermelon or something, or any type of fruit excepting papaya. Papaya is dangerous because you do not know when it will be pregnant. So you know that papaya will kill the baby in the womb. So we should not give papaya. Other food, all other fruits you can give. You can give all leafy vegetables and anything, grains like wheat, rice, everything, but uncooked. If you give cooked things, liver will get spoiled. The cooked food is only meant for our digestion because we can't digest raw things. Only particular things like tomatoes or cucumbers, something like that we can digest. Fruits, other things we can digest. But we can't digest the rice or wheat we directly take. It's not possible. So, but the satisfaction of the mission of the Lord is called Bhakti Yoga. When we do, it's not just we are sitting in the temple and performing this one. That is okay, that also one has to do, like priest, what is he doing now? He has to do. Like that, even we need to do that this thing at home or wherever we are. But at the same time, whatever action you are doing, either as a doctor or lawyer or engineer, it is for the God has created the universe. Again, all the buildings, bridges, trains, all this the human beings have created now. So all this creation is the part of the creation. It's going on. It is advancing. So all this advancement is meant for the convenience of all human beings as well as animals, etc. So, like that, whatever we do, that should be Bhakti Yoga. Hare Krishna. So, or transcendental loving service to the Lord, that we have to do with all affection, love. Whatever we help the others also, we should think, because Paramatma is there in every individual, in all living beings, whether it is tree, animals, birds or human beings, devatas, in every living being, God is there. God is there. So, thinking that God is there in everybody, we need to talk to them affectionately, do the service affectionately. Or transcendental loving service to the Lord. And what is called knowledge becomes a concomitant factor. The general and popular notion is that by discharging fruitive work in terms of the direction of the scriptures becomes perfectly able to acquire transcendental knowledge. When you do the service with affection to God, you will not be bounded by the bondage. Otherwise, what happens if the fruitive the desire? You think that, I will work in this way so that I get something. So you go to office, you work there. So every month you get a pay, $1 lakh or 2 or 5 lakhs, whatever it is, you get a pay. When you that is a fruitive. With that desire you are working there. But when you do the same work, please don't do it freely for the company purpose. For the purpose of God, thinking that you are working for God, you take your salary, everything. But that salary also should spend properly. It should be shared with all the family members, wherever correct way of charity is there. In charity also you should not accumulate it in the bank lockers. It is a waste. If you do some business or if you do some industry, many people will come for working with you, so that you will be helped. By paying them salaries, you will be helping them for their life. Like that you see, if you give it freely, nowadays governments, many parties, they announce free subsidies. That is wrong actually. Because once they go and give subsidies, everybody feel, I am getting this one, why should I work? They become lazy. We should not do that. We should not encourage for that one. So Bhakti Yoga is considered by some to be another from a form of karma. Bhakti Yoga is also a karma. It's only nothing but you are remembering God and doing the work. Why you need to remember God? What is your, what are your goals? Can you tell me? One of you tell me what are your goals? You don't have any goals. Sorry? You need not feel shy. You can tell, if it is not personal, you can tell to be independent. Even after getting married, you want to be independent, or your husband will be earning, you need not earn. After marriage, you want to earn. So, that is the only goal. Any other goals? Like, there can be many desires. You can have your own house, you can have your own vehicle, you can have, you want to acquire a lot of gold ornaments, so many things you want to have, very costly clothes. Like that, so many thousands of desires are there, not one, two. Also, you have to have a good, you have to beget a good children. You have to get good children and all those things. So many things will be there. Also, main thing is you have to maintain your health also. Even that also the desire. So, but what is the ultimate desire? Sorry? Being happy. To be happy is the ultimate goal. Ultimate goal should be salvation, liberation, that is moksha. See, we are born to die. You can't actually, we are not permanent here. One day, either today or after some years, or 100 years or 200 years, we have to die. There is nothing. But at the same time, we should long for salvation. What is salvation or liberation? You don't know. See, before this human birth, we have taken many births. We have taken many births like animals, insects, birds also. Hare Krishna, will you please sit down or stand back? Because the people who are sitting, they can't listen or concentrate. You have darshan, please go back and have darshan or go to the side. Hare Krishna. So that we had many lakhs of lives, not one or two. And not as human beings, but as animals, birds, like that. And God in this human form, He has given us human form out of kindness and His krupa. Blessing us, He has blessed us this human form with intelligence. No other living being has this intelligence. They only, whatever they search, they get it. They think it is food they eat. They also sleep, they sit, they do everything like us. But they don't have intelligence. Whatever rubbish thing is there, they eat. But whereas we have intelligence, we select the items to take food. We also protect our body with clothes. No animal covers its body. They are protected naturally. Whether it is wind, cold, water is raining, sun, they are naturally protected by the God. Whereas our body is not protected like that. So since we have intelligence, we cover our body. Like that, even food also we are selective. Either we select for pizza or burger or South Indian food or North Indian food, like that, ice cream, so many things are there. Like that, we are selective, very selective. So, since we have intelligence, we need to follow Dharma Marga. Dharma Marga means whatever in correct path we have to do. And you can have a number of desires. There is nothing wrong. Have a palatial building, very costly, valuable car, even you can own a helicopter or flight, because many people, Ambanis and Adanis, they are owning their own aircrafts. Like that you can also own, you can have a desire. It's nothing wrong. But in a rightful way, whatever you are working with somebody or you are doing your own business or profession, you can have those things. But ultimate goal should be salvation. Salvation means we should, like a calendar year from January to December, January comes back. Like that, even birth after birth takes place. We should not have another birth. We should be liberated from this life cycle. We should reach to our own home. Where is our home? Can you tell anyone of us, tell where is your home? Own home. Whatever present home is there, even if it is own building, even if it is your own building of you, yours or your parents, it is not your own. That is your own only till the body lasts. Once the body is lost, your progeny might take it, your legal heirs, or somebody might loot it, like that it happens. So our original home is back to Godhead. That is what Bhagavad Gita it says, back to Godhead. Bhagavad Gita for back to Godhead. We need to go to back to Godhead. That is our original home. And when you are in this present home and you are going abroad, when you go abroad, you never try to come back here because you have very good life over in America or UK. That you think, but it's not good life there also. I have experience. I was in UK for US for some time and I've been to UK. I know the life over there. But it's not good. But people who feel that it's very good, what happens? They never return. But when they are coming back for some reason, their parents would be feeling very happy. Oh, my son is coming, my daughter is coming, and they will be feeling happy. Like that, similarly, when we go back to our original home, God will be more happy than us. We will be also happy. Then that happiness is eternal happiness. Whatever happiness you are finding, whether going to America or Australia or London, what happiness, that is only a temporary. Even in India also, whatever happiness you have, that is all temporary. Even suffering will be there. So along with suffering, happiness will come. Both of them will be simultaneously coming. Even a rich people, wealthy people, whether in this country or other countries, wherever country, he may not have proper food for so many reasons. He will be having indigestion or diabetes, BP. He can't have any food. Like that he is suffering. So in this world on the earth, nobody is happy continuously throughout the life. They will be suffering. So whatever karma when you do in the form of Bhakti Yoga, that karma is also, Jnana Yoga is also there, Bhakti Yoga is also there, all are one and the same. The ultimate goal is salvation. This Kriya Yoga, Karma Yoga as recommended by Narada to Maharshi, Vyasa Maharshi. This I am telling you, Narada Maharshi was telling all these instructions to Vyasadeva Bhagavan. Again, Vyasa Bhagavan is also the incarnation of Krishna Paramatma itself. In Dwapar Yoga, the original Krishna Paramatma in the Goloka Vrindavana, he has incarnated in 5 forms. As as Vyasa Bhagavan, as Arjuna, as Krishna himself, son of Krishna Pradyumna, grandson of Krishna Aniruddha, all 5 avatars were Krishna, this thing in Dwapar Yoga. So, this Narada Maharshi is telling to the Vyasa Bhagavan specifically recommended because the principle is to satisfy the Lord. Everybody has to satisfy the Lord. Vyasa Bhagavan knows because he is himself the Krishna. But taking the Vyasa's nimitta, Narada Maharshi is telling him how people understand God in a simple way. The God does not want his sons, the living beings, to suffer the threefold miseries. Because like our parents, they don't want their children to suffer. Similarly, Krishna also wants his children to be happily living. He does not want people to suffer the 3 miseries. 3 miseries means, see, we have 3 gunas. Sattva guna, Rajasa guna, and Tamasa guna. All will lead to miseries only, and we will be bonded in this life, one after the life, one after life. It will be coming and going. And what is life? Can you tell me? Can you explain anyone what is the life? It is a time between when we are born till we change the body, that is death. That is called as a life. The pilgrimage between the birth and death is known as life. Again, what is birth and death? Death is, see, we have body. This body is not soul is different. Soul is different, body is different. Like our body is covered with, protected by the cover, this clothes. Similarly, the Atma, the soul is covered by this body. When the clothes are torn or becomes dirty, we remove it, wear a new clothes, clean clothes. Similarly, when our body is unfit, it is diseased or handicapped, or when we meet some accident, that Atma will leave this body. Atma will leave the body, it takes another body immediately that we can't see. Atma is the size of, you cut the tip of the hair into 10,000 times. That one part of the 10,000 is the size of the Atma. because that it's a lightning spark which you can't see even under the microscope. Since that lightning spark is there in our body, we are doing so much of this thing. We have lot of ego. We think that I am doing this one, I am doing this, it's mine. So that like that we'll be fighting with each other. So we need to get out of this birth and death life cycle. The Lord does not want His sons, but the living beings, to suffer the threefold miseries of life. He desires that all of them come to Him and live with Him. Like our parents, they desire their children to stay with them. Krishna wants his children to stay with them. Here, our parents again, their desire is also different, because everybody we are going old. Our body form is changing. When we are born, we are just a little kid. Afterwards, we had a childhood, then youth, youthfulness, middle age, old age, and so that we are changing every time. Up to youthful age, we are all healthy. We don't need anybody's support. But as we grow old, we need support of our progeny. For that reason, parents at our home, parents, grandparents, they feel happy when we are at the home itself, helping them in their livelihood, as well also we leading a healthy life. Whereas Krishna Paramatma's desire that his children to come back to him and enjoy happiness is, we enjoy the eternal happiness, which is a continuous process, and he does not need any of our support. He is supporting us, but he does not need our support like our old age parents or grandparents require on this world. But going to him, live with him, but going back to God, it means that one must purify himself with material infections. In this nature, we are all attracted by many desires, which, because of which what's happening, if we get it, we are not satisfied, we will be unsatisfied. We think, no, I should get it more, I should get it more. When you don't get anything, anger will come out, and that anger will make you to develop other qualities like kama, moha, matsarya, all those things. All these things are bad habits. We should be relieved from all those things, bad karma. When work is performed, therefore, to satisfy the Lord, the performer becomes gradually purified from the material infection. Whenever we do perform the karma, when we think about the God and thinking that we are doing this karma to satisfy the Lord, we will never have be attached to those other evil nature. Therefore, knowledge is dependent on karma or work done on behalf of the Lord. Other knowledge, being devoid of bhakti yoga or satisfaction of the Lord, cannot lead one back to the kingdom of God. That means when we are attached to the desires of this materialistic world, and we will be expecting only those results to be fulfilled, and if those results are not fulfilled, we get first we develop kama, moha, matsarya, and when those are not fulfilled, get anger, and anger leads many things which are not to be performed. We perform those things like quarreling with somebody, fighting with somebody, then killing somebody, deceiving, stealing. All these things will develop, and because of which we will be making sin in our life. And if we accumulate this sin, what happens? We will never go to the forget about the Vaikuntha, Golaka Vrindana or any Vaikuntha, but we will not go to any Uttama planet, higher planet. But because of committing sins, we will be going to the take birth in the animal life or bird's life, or we will go to hell also to undergo the punishment. So we should renunciate this all the bad characters in the nature. Nature is good, but only thing is what we take from the nature should be proper. God, once devoid of bhakti yoga, satisfaction of Lord, cannot lead one back to the kingdom of God, which means that it is not being offered salvation, as already explained in connection with the stanza in Naishkarmyam, Api Achyuta Bhava Varjitam. See, in this Srimad Bhagawatham, in the first chapter, 5th chapter, 12th verse, it was told earlier that if we are devoid of all these things, we will never go back to the back to Godhead. Otherwise, we will not even reach higher planets. For any reason, you are doing good deeds with desire, then you may go to higher planets. But whatever punya you have acquired, you would stay there and enjoy all those things in the higher planets. And again you are coming back to earth in the form of different, because you may not come as human being. Whatever sin you have made, you will have to suffer for that one. For that one you may take different births as animals and birds. This is an ongoing process. The conclusion is that a devotee is engaged in unalloyed service of Lord. That means a devotee, whatever work he is doing, it's not that he should come and sit here in the temple, just do whatever the priest is doing that work, or sit and do the chanting over here. It is not that this one. We need to execute all our karma, whatever responsibilities we are having. Whether in the office we have some responsibilities, or in our own business we have responsibilities, or taking care of our aged grandparents, parents, or our younger children. All these things are responsibilities. We need to complete them. We cannot just renunciate them and come like that. We have to execute all the responsibilities, but remembering God. And why we should remember is, in Bhagavad Gita, 8th chapter, 5th sloka, Antakalem Kalevaram. He says, Krishna says, if you remember me, you will be getting salvation. Otherwise, whatever you remember, you take that type of birth in the next life. So, for that one, you can't think that I am too young now, I have a lot of time, I am going to die. We do not know when we are going to die. Many of them, they also die at a younger age. We do not know when life is coming to end. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna Paramatma himself told Arjuna, when Arjuna questioned, Krishna, when we are going to take birth, and after birth, when we are going to die? Krishna said to Arjuna, those things even I will not be able to tell. Even I will not be able to tell when we are going to take birth or when we are going to die. So, when Krishna Paramatma himself has told that one, we should understand our life is not guaranteed for 100 years or 200 years, whatever the lifespan. Our life, every individual is having his own different lifespan based upon the karma he acquired in the previous life. Based on that one will be living, he will have a lifespan and he will live in this life. So, for during this life, because God has given us consciousness, good intelligence, let us follow the dharma path and fulfill all your desires. You need not fulfill. God will make you fulfill. He will give you all success in your life, and also when you do remember Him, He will also bless you with salvation. That is what we need, so that we will escape the death and life birth problem of a life cycle. Especially in hearing and chanting of His transcendental glories. See, remembering, there are many ways. You yourself can chant the Mahamantras. There are many mantras in the Ramayana, Mahabharata, Vedas, Puranas, all those things. But they are all having many regulations. For that reason, God has given us, who has incarnated as a devotee during Kali Yuga about 1600 years ago, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, He has given us the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and instructed to chant 64 rounds. Like this Prabhu chanting on the beat, but beat chain contains 108 beats. Say Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but turn one beat. That is 108 into 64 rounds. If you have time, you can do that. Many people are doing, but otherwise you can do maximum number of rounds. So whether at home or in the temple, whenever you find, there is no time regulation also. You have to do in the early morning or night. 24 hours is your time. Even while sleeping also you can chant. So for any reason you are unable to carry the chanting bag with you, without chanting bag also you can chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. You try to chant Mahamantra for at least 30 days initially, and you see how much peace of mind you will get. When your mind is peace, you can do all your activities successfully. When your mind is not in the peace, when your mind is occupied in something else, in all other nonsense things, your mind will not be peaceful. At that time, whatever karma, whatever action you do, it will be unsuccessful. It will be a failure. It will be a failure. But if you want to be successful in your all endeavors, mind should be peaceful. It should be under your control. Body should not control the mind. Mind should control the body. For all the desires, everything. Like that, when you chant this Hare Krishna mantra, you will feel peaceful mind and you will be doing all your actions properly. You will be successful in all your desires, as well as that leads for the moksha, salvation at the end. So, his transcendental glory becomes simultaneously spiritually enlightened by the divine grace as confirmed in the Bhagavath Katha. So, we shall chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra 10 times and disperse for presently, and again meet in the evening for Mahabharata in Hindi. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Please tell loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Swasti Prabhyavantya Nyayena Margena Mahishaha Go Brahmavastu Nityam Samasta Loka Sugnavantu Kayena Vacha Manasendrivya Buddhyatpate Swabhavat Karomi Yedyat Varsmai Naranati Sarpayami Srimanar Sarvam Sikshtavasu Mangalam Nitya Mangalam. Jai Sri Radhakrishna ki, Jai Sri Jagannath Baldar Subramai ki, Jai Sri Nrsimha Bhagwan ki, Jai Sri Maharaj ki, Jai Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Jai Sri Panchatattva ki, Jai Sri Madhvatam Granth ki, Jai Sri Hare Krishna Mantra ki, Jai Sri Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna. Today evening we have Mahabharata in Hindi, and tomorrow morning we have Bhagavatham, and evening Ramayana in Hindi, and this Sunday we will be having Jagannath Yatra. Please do participate in the Jagannath Yatra. Hare Krishna.